Hello students, welcome back to the series of mathematics lectures. In this class, I am going to discuss with you the same exercise, that is exercise 4.3 of lines and angles chapter. We were dealing with this exercise since 3-4 video lessons. Those who have not watched those video lessons, you can click on the I button, as well as in the description below the links will be provided. You can also check them in the playlist. Okay. In the lines and chapters of class 9th, in that exercise 4.3, the 13th problem I had noted down, right? The continuation part. In the given figure, see the figure I have drawn. If AB is parallel to CD, AB line is parallel to CD line, and angle APQ is 50 degrees and angle PRD, PR and D is 127 degrees given. Find X and Y, where X is here and Y is here. So, seeing the diagram, we have to estimate the values of X and Y. We know that here, what are parallel here? AB is parallel to CD, that is given in the problem. Yes, these two are parallel. And if you consider PQ as the transversal, PQ is transversal. If PQ is transversal, consider the angle 50 degrees and angle X. They form the interior alternate angles. So, X degrees is equal to 50 degrees clearly, since interior alternate angles are equal. Interior alternate angles are equal. Right, so we got X value. This is 50 degrees, right? Okay, now here see this line CD is a straight line, right? On a straight line, the angle is 180 degrees. So this angle is 127. So we can find this angle, that is angle P, R and Q. Okay, likewise find this angle. Then later on, with the sum of angles in a triangle, you can find the Y, which is unknown. That is one way to find Y. The other way is that this line CD is this QR is one of the side of the triangle. This is extended. So an exterior angle is formed. Exterior angle is equal to sum of the interior opposite angles. Likewise also we can find Y. So let us do that. So X plus Y equals to 127 degrees. Why? Exterior angle is equal to equals sum of interior opposite angles. Okay, this is an axiom. So according to that axiom, so X degrees plus Y degrees is equal to 127. We got X as 50, that we will substitute. 50 plus Y equals to 127. So Y equals to 127 minus 50. So that is Y equal to 77 degrees. So X is 50 and Y is 77. Pause the video and note it down. Now see here, 14th problem. In the adjacent figure, PQ and RS are two mirrors placed parallel to each other. These two mirrors are placed parallel, and an incident ray AB strikes the mirror PQ. The ray AB strikes the mirror PQ at B, and the reflected ray moves along the path BC. After the incident ray strikes the mirror at B, the reflected ray passes along BC and strikes the RS mirror at C here. Okay, and again this ray is reflected back along CD. Now prove that AB is parallel to CD. Here these two are mirrors. This is the light ray, incident ray. This is passing, this is the reflected ray. Again this touches the mirror and again it is reflected back. Here we need to prove that these two arrow segments, see here, these two rays of light AB and CD are parallel. We have to prove it. Before going into that, there is also a hint given in the question. The perpendiculars drawn to the parallel lines. If you are taking two parallel lines, if there are perpendiculars drawn, these perpendiculars will also be parallel to each other. That is the hint given. Okay. So let us draw the perpendiculars first. At the point B, let me draw one perpendicular. Let me drop a perpendicular here. And at the point C also, if you draw a perpendicular here. Okay. So this is a perpendicular, this is a perpendicular. The hint is that if two perpendiculars are drawn between the parallel lines, these perpendiculars will also be parallel to each other. If I suppose this, let me take this as BE and CF. Okay. So BE and CF are the construction made here. Let us write here construction. Draw BE CF perpendiculars. So these perpendiculars, according to the hint, that means the perpendiculars drawn between the parallel lines are also parallel to each other. That is BE is parallel to CF. Okay, according to this hint. Now, what we have to prove? We have to prove AB. This AB ray and CD ray, these two are parallel to each other. We have to prove. Now, starting with the ray, the light ray AB is the incident ray. So, incident ray is forming an angle. So, let me suppose an angle x degrees with the normal BE. Normal means the perpendicular. Okay. So, this angle is called the incident angle. So, incident ray is forming an incident angle. This is equal to, it is equal to the angle here, the reflected angle. That means the reflected angle made by the reflected ray BC here. So these will be equal because it is they are forming with the same normal. Okay, incident ray, reflected ray. In physics we have that incident angle is equal to the reflected angle. These two are forming with the same normal. Okay, so these are equal. That's why I have taken x and x. Now here from B it strikes the mirror B, and from here again this is been reflected here. This forms the incident ray for our mirror RS. If you are taking this as the incident ray, and again it strikes the RS mirror at C and it is reflected back. So here this forms the incident angle. Okay, incident angle. Again this forms the reflected angle. As we know that the incident angle and the reflected angle to the same normal are equal according to the physics like. Okay, so I have taken all x values only, the incident angle, the reflected angle. Now this reflected angle forms again the incident angle because it is striking at C. So the incident angle is equal to the reflected angle. Now let us consider these two parallel lines BE and CF. Since these two are perpendiculars and they are parallel, if you consider these two perpendiculars, we already have this reflected angle and here the incident angle. These two are same. And also in the parallel lines, these two are alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles are equal. Here if you consider these two are equal, these two are equal, and these two are also equal. So that means this angle, that is angle FCD, see here angle, let me take this angle ABE. Angle ABE equals angle EBC. Why? Because the incident angle and the reflected angle are equal to the same normal. Now again BCE, this EBC, okay, this EBC equals to BCE, equals to BCE, right? This angle, because this reflected angle is, this is the, and because these two are alternate angles here, these two are alternate interior angles according to the parallel lines concept. Now this angle is equal to this angle, that is FCD, equals to FCD. All these are equals to x degrees. Why this is equal to FCD? Incident angle is equal to the reflected angle. So the concept of incident angle, reflected angle, and the concept of alternate interior angles, we got all these four equal to some x degrees. Now here, if you consider this ABE, from these two, ABE and FCD, so that means therefore ABE is equal to FCD. Okay. These two are equal, the first and the last one, FCD. This angle and this angle are equal. That means these two are equal. So we can tell that these two are what? They are the alternate angles. Interior alternate angles. We got these interior alternate angles equal. That means according to the axiom, when two interior alternate angles are equal, those lines are parallel to each other. Hence, AB ray is parallel to CD ray. Okay. So this we need to prove. AB is parallel to CD. Okay. So like this we can prove using the physics principles. Pause it and note it down. Here, 15th problem. In the figures given below, there are three figures here. This first, second and the third one. AB is parallel to CD. In all the figures, AB is parallel to CD here. And EF is a transversal. There EF, here EF and here EF, transversal. Intersecting AB and CD at G and H points. G point and H point here. Find the values of X and Y in all the three and give reasons why X value is that much and Y value is this much. That we need to give the reasons. Now this, here we have to use the properties of the parallel lines, right, the axioms. If you start with the first one, let me give the first solution here. AB is parallel to CD and EF is a transversal. If you see 3x and y degrees, here y degrees, 3x and y degrees form the interior alternate angles. Okay, so y equals to 3x. Please give reasons asked. So interior alternate angles equal. So I've written the short form here, interior. Yeah, so y we got 3x. Now here, see this, EF is a transversal, but this is a straight line, isn't it? So 2x plus y is a straight angle. Okay, 2x plus y equals to 180 degrees, straight angle. The reason, so reason are, so we have to mention the reasons. Straight angle, so straight angle is straight line. Here, straight line, the angle is straight angle here. And y we know, we got y as 2x, so that we will substitute in place of y 3x, so that is 180. So 5x is equal to 180 degrees. So that means x is equal to 180 upon 5. We get 36 degrees. X is equal to 36 degrees. But what is y? Y is 3x, 3 into 36 degrees. So that comes to 98 degrees. 6 3 is 18, 3 3 is 9, 10. Okay, so 108 degrees. So y is 108, x is 36 degrees. So according to how we got it, alternate interior angles. Now moving on to the second bit. Here second bit, second diagram solution. The same thing, these two are parallel, EF is the transversal, and if you see this angle and this angle, these two are corresponding angles. So corresponding angles are equal. 2x plus 15 equals to 3x minus 20. Since corresponding angles equal, right. So in that, shift this x to this side and this to here. So 15 plus 20 is equal to 3x minus 2x. That is, x is equal to 35 here. Got it. We got x value and there is no y here. So only x. So x is equal to 35 degrees. Now see the third diagram here. So the third solution I am writing here. AB is parallel to CD, EF is a transversal, and these two form the angles on the same side of the transversal, where the angles on the same side of the transversal are supplementary. Okay, so these two must be equal to 180. So 3x plus 4x minus 23 equals to 180. Yeah, that means 7x minus 23 equals to 180. So 7x is equal to 180 plus 23. So that comes to 203. 203 degrees 7x. So x is equal to 203 over 7. So 7 twice for 7 2s 14. Okay, 66 to 9. So 29 degrees. So x value is 29 degrees. Here the reason is that they are the angles, interior angles which sum up to 180 degrees. They are the interior angles on the same side of the transversal or supplementary. That is the reason you have to write. So with these 3 bits, they are under only one question, that is the 15th question. These 3 bits, you can pause it and note it down. We will end the class up to here. We will see the remaining problems in this exercise in the next class. Thank you all.